guys, hope you're all well. Today I'm going to be talking about the 12th of July 2024. Today in Minecraft we're just going to be laying the foundations of the church here. I don't usually hit record that early on, but it actually worked first time I hit. Yeah, the chisel and bits blocks don't load in the first few seconds. There they are. Yeah, let's go and just lay these foundations down. I'm just going to do a bit at a time. I suspect that this church is going to take us a long time, okay? Because there's a lot of details, and I want to get it right. I want to do it nice. What's all this? Why is it all so messy? It's going to take a while, and that's alright. Fuck it, there's no fucking rush. So let's figure out how big we want it, and that's the main part we want to achieve today. The details and everything come in later. And yeah, I'll try to make this a quick one, but I say that basically every day and it never is. So I want the doors facing north, but I also want a nice bit at the front. There's enough grass, so I suppose we'll have to have it sort of here. So let's go back a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's nice. So there's enough room. I'm happy for it to go there, maybe a little bit closer here. Really interesting noises, Mojang. Okay, so we've got, I believe, I have very, very, very loosely drafted this on a creative world with chisel and bits. So I'm looking at a picture here just for reference on my other screen. And got the 2 towers on each side, and then I want archways, 2 blocks in between, and then another corner tower. So it's quite slim. It's not that wide. And then this bit goes around like maybe like this. Yeah. Alright. So that's the front basically. And then how far back it goes? It probably just goes back as the land allows us to. Haven't really got any side designs. I've only got a reference for the front. I suppose we should sort of have something coming out the side just to make it a little bit better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know what is going to be there. It just feels right to have a shape coming out the side. Maybe it should be just a full-on L shape instead of just a bubble coming out. I don't really want it to be too big. I think that's a nice little size. I'll leave it at that. So yeah, I'm probably just going to leave that there for today. Literally, that's it. And I'll spend the rest of the day fixing this shit. And that farm too. So yeah, today I woke up. Oh man, I forgot I did this. I'm embarrassed to admit it now. I woke up and I thought, oh, my body felt really achy. I felt really stiff. So I skipped training. I was like, oh, it's just a 9:30 open mat. Everyone's just going to be rolling hard. I don't really like. Yesterday I trained for like 4 hours. Like, I just want to rest. You know, someone might just injure me. It's going to be crowded, which could have well been true. There have been open mats that I've gone to, and I was like, you know what? If I didn't go to that, I would have been all right. You know, if I knew that it was going to be like that, I would have literally stayed at home guilt-free. It was literally a waste of time. But you know, there's also been other open mats that have been fantastic, and people have seen me roll and invited me to like massive competitions. So I could have missed out something amazing, but I also could have missed out nothing. I don't know. I'll never know. But the truth is, I missed it. I feel bad for that. When I woke up, I was like, man, I should have gone. One of my friends runs a class like later on, like past 9:30 or 12:30. It's at a different gym. But I mean, it sounds very arrogant to say, but the gym is actually the same one I'm working at tomorrow. The level is just really, really low. It's just always beginners, and it feels like there's literally no point in me going there because there's just a chance of injury. Because if some guy spazzes out and it could hurt you, you know, it's just like, why did I come here? So I didn't go to that either. But for breakfast yesterday, I don't think I said, but I bought some minced beef, and I had that, put it in a fucking pan. I was gonna have only half of it, but I was like, you know what? Oh, fuck. When I put half of it, I was like, that's not that much, so I had all of it. Put it in a pan, and put 6 eggs in there, just mixed it together, cooked the beef, mixed the eggs in to make like scrambled eggs with minced beef. But the eggs just kind of disappeared into the minced beef. And yeah, just put it in a bowl, got a spoon, put some cheese on top of it, and ate it. And it was actually pretty good. I did taste, like, I felt a little bit sick afterwards, only a little bit, but not for that long. I was like, oh, I mean, a lot of the juice, which was, it was probably a little bit of raw egg in the bottom. So it's probably down to my cooking, not the food. But yeah, I felt like I was like, oh, that's a little bit gross, to be honest. It got a little bit gross. It started off bloody delicious, but it got a little bit gross because it was a lot of minced beef. 20% fat minced beef. And yeah, I was like, oh, I feel a little bit like gross. But then like pretty shortly after, like 30 minutes after, I felt fantastic. Felt really good after. And like when I woke up in the morning, my body felt really stiff, and I mean, of course I was moving about, so that helped too. But my body felt really strong. Maybe it was placebo, but that's how I felt anyway, so who cares? And yeah, that was pretty awesome. I might do that maybe once a week. See, I mean, now I'm at the end of the day and I felt good. I thought I was gonna shit myself because that's what people say. If you have loads of red meat and eggs, you know, your shit is gonna be bad. But it's been fine so far. But that's what people always say. Like, oh my god, you're gonna have the worst farts or something. It's been fine. But yeah, had that, and then today I was like, right, now I'm home, I'm gonna look into leasing cars and see like what's up with that. And I did look into it. I understand it more now, and I understand like the cheapest kind of market of leasing cars, and I understand that it's not really, I mean, I know I've been saying I'm gonna do it, but it's just, it doesn't make sense. I mean, the cheapest car lease I can get is like £5 grand, and then I'd have to give the car back at the end of the year. But I could just buy like a pretty decent car for, so if we're talking about like small hatchbacks, I could like have like a Suzuki Swift, a brand new Suzuki Swift for a year for £5 grand. But I could just buy a Suzuki Swift for around a pretty decent Suzuki Swift for £5 grand that's had some miles on it, maybe 100,000 miles. I could easily find a Suzuki Swift 100,000 miles for under £5 grand. So it makes no sense to lease it. It makes no sense. It only makes sense to lease the higher end cars, because like the price of a second hand or third or fourth, whatever, like an owned like a small hatchback like a Focus or a Suzuki Swift, is so low. Like leasing is actually a brain dead fucking solution for anyone wanting those kind of cars. I also got a quote on my insurance, and it was surprisingly low. I was very happy to see. Last year I paid £2,000, which is a lot of money for me. And this year, it only wants £1,000. I was very pleasantly surprised by that. I had assumed it would be much more. People were telling me, everyone's, oh, my insurance has gone up, my insurance has gone up. I was like, fuck. So I was literally telling the restaurant, like, guys, look, I know you've gotten rid of that girl for me. Which is hilarious, by the way. More on that today. But, like, I might have to leave. My insurance is, like, fucking astronomical. It just doesn't make sense to work here. I got my pay slip today. Actually, that was yesterday, but I don't think I mentioned it. It was like £680. I was like, oh, that's alright. And if I train to be a waiter, it'll go up more. And as I said, I do really enjoy working there. Sometimes I forget I'm getting paid. But, I was like, oh, it's nice to finally get paid. It's my first time being paid in months. So it is nice. So yeah, another beehive. Whoa. Yeah, we need a new sword. That's the next tool upgrade. I'm not sure when I'm going to go and get Netherite, but don't desperately need it right now. Maybe I'll mine for Netherite whilst I'm talking about travelling. I have like a bit of background stuff. I might have to just record gameplay and then record my voice over it so I can focus. I don't want to keep getting distracted. I might do that. It's a lot of effort though. It's been a while since I've edited, so I'm going to have to relearn all that shit. Anyway. Oh, am I not even picking up wood now? Oh, I have some left. So yeah, where was I? Yeah, so my insurance is quite low, so I'm feeling quite happy and possibly going back. Well, staying at the restaurant for a longer time. I'm now getting a little bit anxious that I might have clicked the wrong button or like given them the wrong answer that isn't true to me, even though I thought I did, because it's literally half price. Nobody's got that. Nobody's got that. And I haven't had any claims, but still, it's like, wow, so much cheaper than I thought. But yeah, maybe that's just the truth, and that's it. That'll be wonderful. So once I've figured out that leasing wasn't really the best idea for me, I was still looking for other cars, or maybe financing, or I was just looking around for other cars that I don't know, that were appropriate for me. But then it hit me. I was like, look, my insurance is way lower than I thought, and I was like, why am I looking for a new car? I don't actually need a new car. My car works. It's fine. I don't actually need a new car. So why am I worrying myself looking at buying new cars? I know that I said, yeah, buying a new car would make me like kick up the arse and it would make me make more money. Which is true, but it's also like self-destructive. You know, if I take all my money away, that stops me from approaching other opportunities that I'm likely to pursue. But I don't know. Because if I was to lease a car and insure it, that would be basically all of my money gone right now. It'd be about £8 grand. Oh shit, it's not good. Yeah, so it's just not a great idea. It's not my best move. And yeah, I don't know. But then at the same time, I do see like my original idea of forcing myself to make that amount of money is like, that does appeal to me still, but it's also like, dude, I don't know, it just seems like stress. Now I feel like maybe this is the bitch part of my mind, the same part of my mind that made me miss training today. No, you don't need that stress. Maybe I do need that stress. Spend all my money so I have to make money. Oh my god. But then if I spend all of my money, then I won't be able to start this like Airbnb stuff, because I won't have any money to put on a rent down, or I have to involve someone else. But I think at my current position, I have to involve somebody else anyway. It just feels like a massive waste of money. I I don't know, I'm sort of stuck. But you know, already £1,000 is a lot of money for the insurance alone. Oh well, unlucky mate. Did he die? Did he go down the water? Oh, he's stuck. But yeah, so now I'm probably more in the position where I'm just going to reinsure my car and not buy another one until that one breaks. And then hopefully by the time that one breaks, I'll be in a better position to buy a nicer car and not actually be completely broke. But yeah, unfortunately no word back from the personal training today. It's been almost a week now since she said she'd fucking mark it, which is fucking gay, but that's typical from them. But yeah, it's really annoying, to be honest with you. I was watching some videos on being a good personal trainer, and I was thinking, what can I do to be more different to the other personal trainers? I still haven't really thought of an answer, because there's a lot of personal trainers out there. But if I just be the best and actually genuinely have the most care about my customers, clients, then I should stand out. That's the goal. That's what everyone probably thinks when they start, but hopefully I'll keep the enthusiasm up longer than them. Oh, he shot me first. Are you kidding? Yeah, that's where I'm at. But I looked around a lot of gyms, well, 2 gyms. I looked around at 2 gyms to be a personal trainer at, because yeah, I was deeping life a lot today. I was deeping life in the future and all that. And I was looking at gyms. I was like, look, I want to be a personal trainer at this one. There's one in London that's really cool. Somebody said I should look into it, and I was like, that's a great idea. I would actually love that. The website is so cool. I've never been to the gym, but I've heard a lot about it, and I've seen lots of posts. So I know people that have trained there and taught there, worked there. It looks really sick. But I looked on their website and it says we need experienced people, at least 1 year personal training, which makes sense. It's probably why it's such a cool gym. So I guess I have to get my experience somewhere else. I looked at my local gym in my town and they said we're full, but we might have openings at the end of the year. It's like, cool, that's completely cool. Let me know at the end of the year. In the meantime, I'll probably have to sort of train people at my home gym. Not my home gym as in a gym at my home, but the gym that I started at like 5 years ago, and I know that the coach will let me teach people there. Obviously I have to pay him quite a lot, but I know that if I say, look, can I run sessions here, he'll be like, yeah, I know that he will. So yeah, I mean, it is exciting, as I've said. What do I throw away? Sticks. It's very exciting, and these fucking Endermen are doing this. Why? Why is there so many Endermen here? There's so many random blocks they're placing on. Shit. But yeah, so looked into that a little bit and had some fucking cookies. Did a little bit of Minecraft whilst watching some PT videos and stuff, but I got bored pretty quickly. It's actually hard for me to play games on my own now, which is a good thing, I guess. It's kind of sad though, because I'm like, damn, back in the day I used to literally play this all day and just be happy. But now I just always feel guilty for not going for stuff and achieving stuff, which is a good thing, but it's a little bit sad at the same time. I mean, it sounds pretty racist. Get ready, guys. But like, when I was away in Asia, they were just so like, I mean, Southeast Asia, like Indonesia and all that, mostly Indonesia. Like their ambition was a lot less, but they were a lot happier. Like they would just sit on the floor with their mates and like drink and play cards, and they'd be so happy. And like, we don't have that. Like, we're always trying to be better than one another. We're competitive here, which I do like. I like that too. But sometimes I'm like, damn, I wish just one day a week I could like not feel guilty for not doing shit and just do nothing. But they feel like at 20. I guess finding a balance is the secret. Oh, so I suppose that's it. Find a balance between that. Because I wouldn't want to be too much the other side either. But I suppose you live life how you fucking want. So yeah, then after a while, got in the shower, went to work. Got there actually a little bit early. It was really quiet. I was literally one of the only runners. I was the only runner. There was one other waiter. The waiter's this older dude. This older dude who speaks Portuguese, and he's always been really, really funny. He's like a fucking wacky guy. And he knew this girl that I went away with because obviously she worked at the restaurant too. And he was like, I miss her, mate, I miss her. I was like, yeah, man, she's lovely. And then today, I don't know who told this motherfucker, but he found out about the whole situation. And he started saying, I hear you're a playboy now, you're a playboy. And I'm like, what? Who told you, dude? He's like, I nothing, I dream it, mate, I dream it in my dreams. I was like, this guy's fucking crazy. And then he's like, she's not a slut, mate. And I said, she is, bro, she is, man. You need to hear the whole story. And I said, on the way to work, I posted my STD test. And I said, dude, I had to take an STD test. This girl's a fucking slut. And he's like, oh shit, you should wear a condom, mate. And he's following me around the restaurant saying, condominium, condominium. I was like, what the fuck? He's saying it in front of customers too. He literally has no barrier. It's so funny. But yeah, after him, I'm like, damn, officially everyone knows now in the restaurant. So I asked the manager, I was like, look, because I noticed too that she was supposed to be working yesterday, and we all have these little clocking cards, and I saw that hers wasn't one of them, and I looked at the rota and her name had been crossed out on the wall. I said to my manager, like, yo, what happened? She didn't come in yesterday? Was she supposed to have her last 2 shifts? And because I was told that she resigned also. My manager told me that she texted the manager, said, I can't work here anymore. I don't know if she gave a reason why, but it likely would have been, I told her that I was going to leave, and I fully was going to leave. I have explained this before, but my attitude before was, look, I'm in love with this girl, she doesn't like me back, that's fine, you know, she can't help that, but I'm going to leave now because I don't know, I don't want her to feel weird when she comes back from work, or when she comes back from travelling to work. I don't want to make her feel weird, so I'll leave. But then I found out that she was sleeping with loads of other people and one other person in the same fucking workplace. And I was like, yo, fuck this hoe. And she was also talking loads of shit about me too. Like when I was trying to help her through a difficult time, she was laughing at me and like mocking me, calling, oh look, we've got a cat now. She was laughing at me and trying to like, she's just mocking me basically. And I was like, fuck this. So then after I learned that last week, my attitude completely changed, and I was like, look, I don't give a shit. You know, I'm not gonna go out of my way to like keep it a secret anymore. If somebody asks me, I'm just gonna straight up tell them. Because before, people were asking me, literally like, oh, are you two together now? And I was like, no, we're just going as friends. It's like, oh, so my attitude is, I'm gonna tell everyone, I don't give a fuck. And I didn't like go out of the way and be like, yo, everyone, listen to this. No, I didn't do that. But the other dude in the kitchen, he was telling people too. And I don't know how because I already told my manager my part. I told my manager I'm leaving because I asked her out and she said no. And that's all I actually understood at the time too. So when she texted me last week, like, what have you told them? What have you told them? That's probably because the manager told her, look, oh, I haven't even got that far yet. I'm getting ahead of myself. So basically, yeah, she texted the manager. I would like to leave. And then for some reason the manager said, oh no, the manager was pissed off. Like, look, I've kept this job open for you for months whilst you're away, and now you're leaving. And then she said anyway, I've heard there's a situation between you and 2 other people in the staff team, so I think it's best I keep you off the rota. So I don't really know why she needed to add that bit at the end when she knew that she was leaving anyway, but for some reason my manager had to get that last dig in for some reason. And then this girl was like, that's not fair. You should hear both sides of the story. And I would be interested to hear her side of the story to the manager, but the manager said she can't be bothered to meet up with her. She asked her out for coffee, but the manager said, I'm not going, I'm not answering. I was like, I would be interested to hear that, but at the same time, I don't know. At the same time, I probably shouldn't. I should probably just completely disconnect from this whole thing. And it'll probably just annoy me, because it'll be a load of bullshit, probably. But, yeah, so that happened. And then she said something funny, the manager. Because I don't usually eat like chips or anything. I don't really fuck around with potatoes. But I said, you know what? I did have some potatoes when I was travelling. They did them really well over there. And then she said to me, that's not the only thing you tried when you were travelling. And I was like, oh my God. Everyone got it as well. Everyone smiled. I'm like, you all fucking know. How do you all know? What are you smiling at? So yeah, the dude in the kitchen told everyone, man. And I'm getting the blame for being a big mouth here, I think. No one said it straight up, but that's the vibe I'm getting. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? It's quite a funny joke, to be fair. But, yeah. So that's it, really. That's the development at the restaurant. Oh my God, it's almost 30 minutes, man. I can babble on, can't I? Fucking hell. But, yeah, that was it. And, some twat walked in at the last minute, like literally 9:30. He's like, yeah, can I have starters? It's like, fuck you, dude. His name was Rishi. And he comes in, he has his food with his wife or whatever, he takes ages, and then he finally gets out. My manager says I can leave early, so I'm like, cool. I say early. It wasn't early, just I don't have to wait for them to close. And I leave behind this Rishi dude. So he holds me up in the fucking restaurant, and then he holds me up on the road, driving like a fucking granny on the road the whole way. So annoying. But yeah. So I was behind this guy in the car for a while, drove back, got home. I texted one of the people in the kitchen, this lovely lady who she speaks like really closely with the other guy. I say really closely, not like that. She's getting fucking married in 2 weeks, so not like that, guys. But she speaks with the other guy who was involved in this tangle up with me and this girl. And I was like, yo, is this guy mad at me? Because I asked him to go to the gym twice, and he's rejected me twice, and he hasn't opened my text. And she was like, nah, he's just a bad texter, don't worry about him. If he's upset, he usually says something to me, he's not upset. So I was like, cool. It is a bit of a shame, because I think this is an opportunity for us to be like best mates. Like, we both got our heart broken by the same girl at the same time, and she kept us a secret from each other. We're like, dude, we should bond over this, man. Stop being a bitch. Because if he like doesn't like me, in a way, she wins. If we can be like best mates after this for life, the whole thing will be worth it. But he's not really down. He's being fucking gay about it. Which is a shame. It's a shame. Because we originally joked, like, they were supposed to go to Harry Potter World together. And we originally joked that we would go together instead. Because she fucked us both over. And she fucked us both, literally. But I was like, oh, I don't think that's going to happen anymore. Because he's being really blunt with me now. Which is a shame. That would have been a really cool way to end the whole situation and maybe start a new friendship here. But yeah, I don't know. It's up to him. I'm not going to push it much. I'm just going to be like, yo, man, I'm up. Let's go out. Or let's go fucking Harry Potter World. But if he's not down, I can't fucking make it happen. It's a shame. It could be something really cool, but whatever. Yeah, that's it, guys. Came home, had some Cheerios. Oh yeah, I'm also using my dad's old phone now, which is, yeah, oh, I did mention that. Yeah, I did mention that. Whoops. But yeah, it's a lovely phone. I really like it. And the battery life that he was whinging about it's completely fine. It's not even under 20% yet. It's the end of the day, so works fine for me. That's been my day, guys. Hope you have a good one, and see you later.